the 20, working behind the wall, moves to the 30, shoots his way out to about the 34-yard line. So Oakland will take over there, leading 7-6 with just 1:40 to go here in the first half. Boy, and a huge momentum swing, Tommy, is, gosh, what a return.
Hastings took that kick and went right up the hash mark. Put a little juke move on the kicker, and it was off to the races from there.
Just what the Blue Devils needed. Here's Burnett, I formation, 2 wideouts to your left. Blizzard in motion now, back across the backfield. He'll set up to the right. Burnett looks again over there on that left side for Webster. Well, they're picking on Woods, and that time a little bit of bumping, and it looks like the official over there is going to throw a flag. That was an uncatchable ball, but we'll have to wait and see what they decide.
That's not a high school rule. So
well,
you could throw it. You could throw it up in the bleachers, and if they indicate that there's a push or a shove, of course that's right there on the Oakland sideline. So the penalty goes against Lebanon.
Boy, and what a crazy little penalty that'll be. Wow. You can hear the fans. Pretty much incidental contact. But nonetheless, a penalty, and they'll mark it off 15 from the 35. They'll spot it right down at midfield. So 1st and 10, just shy of the midfield stripe for Oakland with 1:34 to go and up 7-6.
Terry, what about the penalty situation against Lebanon tonight?
Tommy, we now have 3 penalties, 30 yards for Lebanon, 1 penalty for Oakland, 5 yards.
So Oakland to the line. Burnett under center, I formation, 2 wideouts to the left. And here comes Blizzard again in motion. Burnett drops back, flushed out of the pocket. Boy, great rush that time. They've got him trapped all the way at the 30. Now he squirts through and breaks free and works his way all the way back out close to the line of scrimmage. My goodness, they had him 20 yards in the backfield, and he just weaved his way through those tacklers and able to work it all the way out and actually gained 2 yards.
Mark Reeves was in there and had a good little speed rush. They thought they had him contained, but the quarterback pulled the football down. Burnett turned it back upfield and runs about 30 yards and winds up gaining 2. We're at 57 seconds to go, and the Oakland Patriots will burn a timeout. Lebanon trails 7-6. We'll be back with more. This is Blue Devil football. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Let's go defense!
It would certainly put Smyrna in a foul mood next week as they'll play Oakland. Lebanon goes to Riverdale next week.
Boy, a huge game for Lebanon tonight for sure, as they could tie Smyrna with a chance to move ahead of them next week if they can just hold on and beat Oakland here. Burnett back under center. Face back, there's that crossing pattern again. One more time as he tries to go to Messick, cutting across the middle, but covered very well across that middle and incomplete. Is that Sequoia Reeves dropping deep?
Lebanon plays Sequoia at that what they call the weak side defensive end, and he's in a situation where he can drop. Illegal shift against Oakland will be declined. He drops in the pass coverage according to the formation he gets. Lebanon will line up in that 50 look. If there's no tight end on Sequoia's side, he will drop and become an extra linebacker. And if he were to get a trips look on his side, he can go, and with the fact that the kid runs so well, can go out and play a little one-man zone defense in the hook zone.
So great effort that time by Reeves as he breaks that one up across the middle. 3rd and 8 from just inside the Lebanon 50. Right at the 49. Burnett spins. He'll drop back. Pressured. Boy, and Reeves almost had him, and then he's almost picked off again. They try to run a delayed screen on that far sideline. That was just ugly all the way through the play, but nonetheless, the incomplete pass stops the clock with 44.8 to go, bringing up 4th down for the Patriots.
And once again, a couple of Blue Devils had a shot at him. They're trying to hit the tight end screen on the far side of the field. Bragdon was there, but the pass skipped into him, and he went to a knee, incomplete. The quarterback, Burnett, goes into punt formation. Walton will stand at his own 17.
Great snap. Good punt, line drive. Walton fades over to his right. It bounces, takes an Oakland bounce, and goes out of bounds inside the 10. So that'll basically snuff out any opportunity for the Lebanon offense with 37.6, trailing 7-6. They'll put it down, 1st and 10 from their own 9.
40 yards on that punt by Burnett. And here comes the Lebanon offense.
All right, we got a goal here for 4 passes, and that's that at Honey Boy.
37.6 to go. Of course, at halftime, we'll have all the numbers from Terry Stafford. We'll have our Titans report, and then we've got a good little interview I did with Stephanie Harmon, head volleyball coach at Lebanon High, as the Devilettes have made it into the region tournament.
Here's Salas under center I formation. He'll turn and give to Gaines. Gaines works his way outside. Boy, and almost had a great seam to run through, but instead brought down at the 15, and the clock will stop as Lebanon takes one of their timeouts with 29.1 to go, still trailing 7-6.
Lebanon probably going to keep it close to the vest right here. Field possession, the big thing. But Bob, when you have some breakaway speed at the tailback spot, you can maybe take a little chance and just run your offense and hope he hits it up in there.
Ronald Bowers, Cody Stark, and Brandon Gatlin are the winners. Now we're going to draw for $50. Devon Sanders. Devon Sanders, you've won $50. Go see Mr. Sampson at the north end zone.
Lebanon keeps their regular offense on the field.
Before the end of the 3rd quarter.
So they'll set it up 2nd and about 4. A long 4, short 5 from their own 15, and they'll stay in that traditional formation they've used the majority of the first half, as they've got Maynard far out to the right, Walton to the short side, split out to the left. And your deep back is Gaines. Salas is going to throw a fade route over here to Walton. He makes the catch right at the 31 and automatically stops the clock as he falls out of bounds. So 23.1 to go. They'll move the chains. And, hey, got a little room.
So much for playing it close to the vest as they hit Walton on the fade route. Yardage on that play, 16 yards, 23 seconds to go in the half. And Walton stays in the game.
So Walton will be your wide out to the near side. I formation one more time. Benford up back. Gaines deep. Salas back under center. Kaz White, your tight end to the right. Split out far right side is Matthew Maynard. Salas fakes the handoff to Gaines. He's going to throw it deep down this sideline to Walton. Oh, just a little bit long as he just wasn't able to come up with it. And he's slow getting up out of bounds, but great effort that time by Walton as it was just a little bit too long.
Lebanon going for the downs right there. Bobby Brown, the Riverboat Gambler, going deep. And Walton comes out. He's going to get a little bit of blow here on the sideline. He went down hard on his chest.
Boy, Tommy, how could they have him matched up one-on-one? You'd have to have some deep help on that one. Salas under center, gives to Gaines in the deep slot position. Oh, he's across, breaks a tackle, moves the chains out to about the 43. The clock runs down to 9.8. So another first down out at the 43, and Lebanon will take another timeout as they move the chains.
Well, we had the clock stop there on the running play on the first down, so we burn a timeout. We could have hustled to the line of scrimmage and had the clock stopped. And the ball starts on the snap. The clock starts on the snap, I believe. Is that right? Goes when the official whistles it ready for play. So Lebanon burns their last timeout. We've got one more. Blue Devils with one more timeout, and they have managed to work the football all the way out to their own 43-yard line with 9.8 seconds to go in the half. Bob, let me ask you, and I'm sorry, I see you engaged there with Coach Plumley. What's Maynard's situation? How is he over here?
Maynard's got a bummed up leg. He got hit from the side on his right knee. They've got a brace on his knee. He's been over here doing a little trotting, trying to see if he can make it go. He doesn't look real comfortable in it. I'll check with Justin McKinney and see what his availability will be later on in the game.
Thank you, Bob. Bob Lee on top of it, of course. Bob, our sideline reporter.
Maynard, Tribble, your receivers to the right. Walton down here to the left. Salas fades back. He's going to throw it as far as he can down there to Walton. Boy, and that could have been a flag as well. That pass incomplete as Walton not able to get it, and only 0.4 of a second left showing on the clock here in the first half.
Well, the clock, Bob, you can tell them that clock ran an extra second and a half. They did not get that clock stopped in time. That should be about 1.9 on that incompletion down there. They didn't get the clock stopped.
Apparently, we're not the only ones who saw that.
No. Well, 0.4 of a second to go, so Lebanon will have one more play. If you've got a trick play in your playbook, now would be a pretty good time to run it.
Hook and ladder, baby, hook and ladder.
They don't let you run the guard around anymore.
Hail Mary, hook and ladder. Something fantastic needs to happen here as Lebanon lines it up. Downs irrelevant from their own 42. 2nd and 10. Salas throws it across to Walton, in and out of his hands across the middle as he caught it at about the 47 and then dropped it as well. So the first half will end with your score. Oakland 7, Lebanon 6. You're listening to Blue Devil Football on WANT FM 98.9. We'll be back after this 2-minute timeout. Or Bragdon. He'll move it out to about the 33. So Oakland will set up shop 1st and 10 from their own 33. Boy, that was just a little floater line drive right down the middle of the field, and Bragdon caught it and nowhere to go.
So pretty good defensive field position for Lebanon. They keep Oakland down on their own end of the field. They'll put it in play 1st and 10 at about their own 33.
Here's Burnett under center I formation. Valentine, your deep back. They give to Valentine. He shoots between the line. The ball is loose. Lebanon says they have it. We'll see. And by golly, they do. Blue Devil football at the Oakland 34. Great start to the second half.
Tribble comes up with the fumble recovery. I did not see who knocked it loose, but Valentine hit the line of scrimmage and the ball came loose. Tribble on the ground with the football, and Lebanon with a great opportunity to cash in here early in the third period. The Blue Devils take over 1st and 10 at the Patriot 34. They have to get their defense out on the field.
So Benford lines up in a slot. He covers up Taz White. Near side Maynard, far side Walton. They'll give to Gaines. Gaines cuts inside a little hole, moves his way through the pile all the way down to about the 30. So a good little 4-yard gain there on first down will set them up 2nd and 6 from about the 30.
So Lebanon with the capitalizing on the Oakland turnover gets a little field position here to start this second half.
So Crudup wide right, Salas under center, Benford and White to the left, single back Gaines. Maynard split out all the way here on the near sideline. Salas turns. He'll keep it himself. He's out to the 30, dragged down from behind. A great defensive play that time by Andrew McGowan as he just basically got a handful of jersey and dragged him down from behind right at the 30, no gain.
McGowan on the tackle.
Benford comes to the sideline. Kapliner goes into the game. Tribble into the game. 2 fullbacks in the football game for Lebanon.
So your skill positions, Gaines, Crudup, White, Kapliner, Tribble, and far to the right side is Maynard. And Tribble comes in at quarterback, along with Gaines in the backfield. Tribble keeps it. He'll roll to his right, cut it back inside. He's down to about the 27. And that's going to be way short of the first down by about 4. So that's going to bring up a 4th down. And the line to make would be the 24.